Hi chat, welcome back. We're just doing a few things, trying to get some pumpkins up, and I was talking to myself, so I said, why not fucking stream, right? When I'm talking to myself, I'm like, okay, this needs to be streamed. Out of 50 fucking seeds, we found this clone. That's a 5 GY. Very good seed. Just fix that here. What's going on here? Computer wants to tell me something. What is it? Too many open tabs. I was throwing water here and it only gave it like half, but for some reason it put water on top here. Please give me a light. Thank you. For some reason it was able to splash water all the way up here. I was down there. So that's the current arrangement. Not perfect. Decent, but not perfect. And I was talking about or thinking about upgrading the house and how a discussion would go about that, because sometimes people come back online, they're like, where's all the metal, where's all the rock, where's all the... And I'm like, I have to explain, we have to upgrade the house, and they might not understand why. And so I'm here to talk about this today and disclose some of the points. Now, do you need to upgrade the house? Yeah. Just that's your own process of assessing risk in your area. Do you need to upgrade your house? Have you been capturing a lot of attention? Have you been talking shit a lot? Have you been driving people to your house talking shit? Have you been do you have neighbors that are really good and strong and have interest in getting and booting you out? We actually do. We probably can't see them from here. I don't feel like opening this because we could jeopardize the heli. But we do have a kind of a sizable neighbor just behind us. We're pretty close, and they're attacking a lot of people, and we've been exchanging fire, right? And they're able to boom. They're able to do things. So my assessment is yes, we have to upgrade. Now, if you live, somewhere else, kind of out of nowhere, where nobody's interested and nobody's there, do you have to upgrade? Probably not. Especially if you're up for 7 days. But let's move on now. Let's talk about, we need to protect the house. We need to go to sleep. We need to be confident that it's going to take too much, right? It's going to take too much for them to do it. But anybody can do it. That's the thing about Rust. If anybody wants to get in your place, they have the ability to do so. It's just a matter of, do they have the willingness and energy to farm what it takes? And some do. And that's fine and that's fair. So I was thinking, let's drive into the conversation. Let's say somebody booms, they start from the top, right? And they boom first. The first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna boom the wall, right? Because the wall is 500, garage door is 6. They're gonna boom the wall or the ceiling, and whichever one they do, they end up in this general area, right? This is closed, right? So we're assessing the house right now. So they'll end up here. They have access to all of this space here, right? They can choose to boom under here, 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 or destroy this door. Now these walls are 500. This door is 250. So that's an easy funnel for us to understand, and for them an easy door to blow up. All right, that's the path they're gonna choose. They're gonna say, well, I hope that behind this door is another door, at least, because that's gonna give them once they destroy this, and I don't want to do it because I'm not sure if I can put it back, they're gonna have access to what's here. But for 250, they'll probably just do that. They could also splash this while hitting the door, so that way if there's a garage door under, they still can hit this and finish the floor for only 250. Okay, so let's say first, of course, they blow up the door, right? Bam, done. They end up here. There's no door. Okay, there's no door. Come up here, destroy the twig. Maybe not if they want to leg up. And they'll have ladders, or they'll need ladders, which is one more security feature. Then they end up here. There's no door. This one is closed. Right? So what do they see? Well, this floor here is 1,000. This door is 600. Right? And then this wall is 500. So they will hit that wall. And that tells you as the builder, you know, what needs to be upgraded. If you have a garage door here, which is better than a double door, do you want them to go through this wall or through the garage door? Optimally. Because they're going to end up at the same spot. It will be inside that square. So this tells me that this wall needs to be upgraded. The metal. Because then you would funnel them through the first garage door. And we can make arguments as to what's better, but I think funneling them through the door system is better. Because we can replace those. And we also have a good idea. We can make everything harder than doors. Let's just say it like that, right? We can make everything harder than doors. So everything else should be harder than doors. And as a general rule, you want to, you know, leave with that. And then if you start counting the doors from different paths, you'll see how much it takes to get to core. So this floor was actually stone a few minutes ago. I upgraded that myself to the metal. And because if they see a door and a wall and stone floor, they're not even going to bother with this wall. They're just going to go straight as close as can be to the core, which they understand is kind of in this general area because of our door systems are over there. So they'll just start booming here and get through here. Now that's quite a discount over one garage door and two garage door, right? Now they can boom through this here, but they'll see that it's high qual under, but it's straight to core after that. It's straight to core. So because it's straight to core under here, that is core under that, okay? Then we want to make this general area here, this first jump up, this one here, can we move that please? Oh my goodness. I like those. I like those maybe early, and after that we have lights, because they're kind of hard to close the door. So, because this is core, and there's like some empty space over it, which I think is wrong. That's wrong. Construction-wise, the jump up should have been on the other square. Right? Now, that means that everything here needs to be metal, possibly even more. If you really want to put that work, but I don't see it being feasible with iQual. I think it's already too much. Like our upkeep time right now is like 47 iQual. You know, that's too much. So this should be metal. This should be metal. That way we really funnel them. Now once they destroy this door, they're just 1,005 to get the core, which is a failure of the building plan itself, because they probably should not have been a jump up right here. Right, if anything, on top of the core should be a block at least of metal or even ice wall. No. But if you're gonna put a block of ice wall on top of core, then you're also doing it for the honeycomb of the core, which I don't know if we want to go that far. So I like metal. So because, like I said, we need metal around the core, honeycomb core metal. Then this is the top honeycomb of the core, so this all needs to be metal. And that's how the decision system goes. Right? Some will say, well, that's enough, 2,000? No, that's not enough. Because of splash damage. If splash wasn't a thing and you had to choose your path every time, maybe it would be different, but because of splash, they're gonna have to destroy this door. 600, that's a 600 that you can subtract from 2,000. 1,002 left. They're gonna consider additional garage doors and say, let's hit this. So let's get some metal. With the same line of thought, let's say they boomed this wall. Right, because that was also stone, I think. A lot of them were stone. Here was stone. Then there... This is the main loot room underneath. I do want to enhance the cost. And then if you leave those as stone, that's not a good idea because that's core. So if you put high wall like roof on your core, you should not leave the honeycomb to rock or stone. It's not enough. What's my line of thought, not my line of thought, but I can't say it. What I generally do is if I put high wall here, armored, then my next blocks touching it are all at least metal, right? They don't jump to stone. I think it's always a building mistake if you go from one material and you jump two materials down directly, right? If this is, you understand what I mean? If this is armored and this is stone, you're doing it wrong. Because if this is armored, it means you want to add to the cost of raiding this particular space. So there's no downside in upgrading those to sheet metal around. But maybe the same here, like say they boom here, or they boom there, or here. Now they have access to this. Right, this general area. And this general area is wrong, but it may not seem as such. So under here is, this is tier 2. This is locker room / movement, main loot room, and under that is core, right? So let's say they boom here. They are still gonna have to go through one more IQ wall to get to that, or two or a few more doors. Which is fine, that's what we want. But that means they're also saving on everything we've put above us. They're saving on this floor 1,000, they're saving on 2 garage doors and a double door or 2 and all that. And I don't like that. I don't like that, and I think it's part of expanding. It's a consideration you want to do as part of expanding. It is to balance the path that raiders can take. Just need to take a note because we've said 3 main things that I think are key. Allow me to take a note here. Or else I'm just gonna put in my comment if I can't find it, okay? What was the first thing I said? I said generally just take this. For the sake of the viewer, I would like to recall what I said, because I think I nailed it in my 3 points. Right, I said don't skip a material. I'll have to go back, I think. Oh, let's clone. Oh. I'll have to go back. It'll be in the description. Just 3 main rules. The first, I can't remember what I just said. I said generally just take this earlier. The second one is don't skip a material. Right? Do not skip a material. But if you have armored here, then next to it cannot be rock. Cannot be rock. Cannot be stone. It has to be metal. If you have metal, then around it cannot be wood. It has to be rock. You cannot skip that. And the third, I said balance all the path as you're expanding. Balance all the path. And so that's why I think here, because these are the main 2 rooms, there needs to be a garage door. Because if they go through this, then, or this, or those, then there could be an additional garage door here. Or if they go through this, and they boom through here, like the most direct line right now, what's the most, I think this leads to outside because we haven't done a second story honeycomb. That's 1,000, 2,000, that's 5,000. Then if they blow up through the other wall over there, it's another 2,000. That's 1, 3, 5, the main components. And you know, 5,000 is kind of a lot, but like I said, whoever wants to do it can. But by adding a door, what does that do for us? Nothing. Gives them more of a headache. Doesn't allow them to come here to boom from this angle. And so they have to be outside. That could be it, I don't know. Protects our door systems, maybe? I'm not sure. But to me, having this complete path seems unwise. Question is, where would the door go? Is it here or is it here? Or is there both doors? What if we put like a double door here, or sheet? Because the sheet, what it can do is absorb some of that splash, right? So what if we have like sheet metal here, absorbing splash if you decide to hit this, and another door here, absorbing splash as well if you decide to hit here or there still. You know what I mean? Now here must be a garage door, I think, because we don't want like panels. But for this we can open up here. So let's make that. Let's do that. And that's where all the metal goes, my friend. Stick to this for a second. I'm kidding. Even if I show them this, like, who even has the fucking will to go through all this, you know? And this, by the way, tells me that there needs to be honeycomb behind this. Like, it's not just a gut feeling that this might be the right path. This is the right path. Alright. Wood, please. Yes, wood, please. I'm also going to introduce the idea that if those rolls the tip of those rolls come out, like here, you can see it comes out that triangle. I'm pretty sure they can hit that. They can hit that. I'm not sure actually. I don't know. But if they can, that means they can splash it, which really sucks because you think you have two doors and you just break two of them at the same time. If. Where's my plan? That's why I like having a workbench one like around here, you know? I would just stick to the workbench one, get that reduction, and do things. So we might keep it as it is right away or right now, but we build the same house next time, which I will, I think. then I'm gonna say, no, we're not having this here. Hear me out, whatever, I don't care, we're not having this here. The only reason why you would not put a door here is if you want them to instead hit here or here. Which we don't. We don't want them to hit here. That's in front of the core. Do we mind them hitting here? I don't know. I don't know if we do. If they go through these walls, well, there's actual doors here. But we don't want them hitting here. That's why I did it wrong. So this one would be fine. Remember, we're here to limit splash damage. Just a little door like that. And this will makes it so that it'll limit splash damage. If they decide to hit this, it won't splash onto this door. Understood? Right, like if this is open and this isn't here, they splash onto that door, getting closer. I like this idea. Little ideas. And this doesn't bother us too much, you know? It's fast, it's here. What do we add also? Alright, let's go around. It'll become second nature to what should be what. We don't want them to go through this wall, not because they're here going through that wall, but because if they're on the other side, going through that wall next to core, we don't want that. So this has to go. This is our second rule, right? Yeah, and we turn it. There you go. Because this is max security, not that. All right. And we notice this is a lot of metal because this whole thing right now is the honeycomb to the core, which is it may have to be how we design it. It may, but I bet you there's another way. But for now, because this is the honeycomb, then let's go clone our plants. We're gonna get... No, I think we'll go on water. It's fine. Literally missing one. We're missing one. One little metal frag. You have one? You know what? Maybe this should be more than just wood. Yeah, I think so. I do. Yeah, let's just start by doing this. Okay. This is our honeycomb to core. This should be more than wood. Because if they destroy it, then they start bombing both of these. And garage door. So they can splash a lot of shit if they want. Like, if this is gone, they can splash these three things. This side, core, garage door. What a discount. What a discount. And so Oh, here we can see the fault, I think, of having the jump up over the core. Maybe core should be here. You know, that's possible. Maybe core should be there instead of there. After all, this side of this side entirely is kind of vulnerable. You know, on the other side we just have some honeycomb. You know, metal honeycomb at best, but like still, you know, it's like 3,000 or so. Probably that's probably the best path. So if this is here, and this is like metal, right? Then they only hit those two. Once they hit that, they'll figure out that they may want to finish this, or maybe not. There'll be a garage door. It's really going to be a pain. But all the while, under here is core. So I do think that this needs to be absolutely metal. Absolutely metal. Now we've built an actual honeycomb over core. Decent honeycomb over core, while allowing the current design for the jump up the way it's set up without jeopardizing too much or as much. And now they really need to figure out, if they raid this place, that they actually have to hit these walls in order to see in between the jump ups to the core. That's pretty precise, and I like that, because that's where probabilities enter the picture. What's the probability of them doing that? Now that's 1 over 10 at least, or 1 over 8. Oh, so quick, so quick. Beautiful. Yes, you're doing good. So we can put something here. We might just do that. And I bet you there's a door that we don't need. Right, as we balance the path, one of the paths is too expensive compared to the others. So that's probably, there's gonna be a door somewhere that just makes it too expensive for nothing. Is there a rule 0? Rule 0 being... What's the word? What's the word? Trying to find the right word. It's not do not negotiate, or is it like protection of the house is non-negotiable? It's not exactly that. It's more like do not settle for less than what you see is necessary. That's what I would say. And if you're displeased by that, you may choose your group's recommendation over yours. But make your own base. If your group doesn't accept your recommendations, for example, and especially if you get raided, and you gotta give your group a chance, give them a chance to learn. And if they don't want to learn, I would consider either saying fuck it, do it anyways, or make your own place. Because it's kind of non-negotiable. Numbers are numbers. They are what they are. And as the builder, you you think about this shit. You know what I mean? And not everybody does. So thank you. This is the lesson for that. As we go through a different design, you know, a different design. It's not just a matter of like, oh, let's upgrade this too, and let's upgrade that, and let's upgrade this too, and let's... No, it's about numbers. You know, like a labyrinth. You're adding up numbers as you go to the core from the different positions. You know, 1,000, 2,000, that's 3,000. We need a honeycomb. 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. Or 1,000, 2,000 plus the garage door. That's 3,600. We might need some honeycomb here. Same thing here. Here we have a garage door. So we would do 1,000. 600. 3,600. And another garage door is 4,200. So that's fine. We don't need a comb here. He's saving us resource. If they choose to go here, then here, that's 3,000. Let's go under. They land here. 4,000. 4,006. We don't need honeycomb. Here. We also don't need this to be equal. That's 4,600 from that path. All paths can be looked into and thought of. Let's say they blow this wall. I don't think we have honeycomb. 500. They land here. 2 doors. Splash damage on both. That's 1,001. They have a rock wall, but they don't need it because there's a door. They're not gonna go through this. If they splash both, they're gonna go through this. So this doesn't need to be upgraded. See, even though it looks kind of funny, and we do have equal here, which breaks our rule number 2. Which one takes precedence? I think rule 2 takes precedence. Because we're thinking about core when we add those numbers. But if you're gonna put high qual on your main loot room, which is here under, then rule 2 applies. Rotate. I think rule 2 applies. Above. Bam. That does make sense. We also have high qual here, so this should be metal, at least. Someone put some high qual there. Was that necessary? Well, if you want to protect that room a lot, I do prefer it on there. And this was metal. And we had a honeycomb. So that's 1,005 just to get to main loot room. Which is probably not enough for most. So I understand that wall be high qual. But this one, not exactly. Because we have this, we probably have honeycomb, that's 1,005. And we put metal, that's 2,005. That's enough just to get to main loot room, I don't mind. But yeah, some walls there would be like a little bit of a debate between you, yourself, or teammates. All a matter of what you can support. But if we count the doors here, we have 1, 2 door, that's 500. We have a garage door here, that's 1,001. Then we would hit this wall. It'd be 2,001. So it's above 2,000 to get to this room. From the door system. Which doesn't sound like too much. And the reason is because it's not... We didn't design it correctly. Right, like I said on another video, this whole place I use often. So the garage door should be here. And the actual airlock should be a little further. A tad further. Right here. And then if we have, let's say, airlock and 2 more garage doors, then we're looking at 1,007, right? 1,007. In before this garage door, so that's 2,000 some, plus the wall here, 3,000 some, and all you did was get to this main loot room that is truly junk. It's fucking junk. Yeah, it's clothes, maybe guns, not even components. So that's why I don't see the point of this. And this one over there, I would like to build around this a little more so that we don't have to put iQual there. Because we want to keep that iQual for core, because it costs so much, right, in terms of upkeep. Like 47 a day, like this is 2 guns per day, just straight up iQual. I put iQual on the ceilings because they're half the cost of a wall. Like this is 25 iQual, this is 12. And if you have a triangle ceiling, that's only 7. So it's a quarter of the cost. But when you start putting iQual on walls, you want to be very, very specific. Because I don't think they'll be playing 7 days, and my intentions are to play 7 days. That means I have to bring up 250 iQual, which we probably will. You know, we always end up with a few stacks. But would it be necessary? I don't think so. I think we could have an extra 2 guns per day and be very satisfied. We're just gonna touch on this door, of course. If you have a high quality door like this, you do want to put this metal, because this is 1,000 and then this is 1,000. If this is 500, the whole door will fall, right? So only put metal on the door, single door, if you have the high qual door. Else it's not necessary. Yeah. Always interesting to be building. Always love it. Now we have to figure out how the fuck we're gonna put those on here. Anyway, thank you very much, Chad. Hope you enjoy and keep building, and I'll be looking forward to continue to play with good people who have good ideas, kind souls, kind people. Communication are very, how to say, very direct, and but I'm also learning to communicate that. It's not my style to be so direct with people, and I know that it's important and it matters, and you should be clear and straight with people instead of like, you know what I mean? What's mature is to speak up, know what's right. That comes with time, and then say it respectfully. This is the land of the free, and that's what it means. It's not just an action, but it is in words. All right, folks. Have a good day. Enjoy, as always. Learn to enjoy this game, like I do. All right, peace.